Alright. Let's bait and skate. Where in the blue hell are they? Ah, right there. What is it, a team? Oh, there's the other one. He's behind you, you fucking clown. Is it duos?
I'll be over in a second.
Yo. Who got Mike? Yeah, we can do that. You ever notice the worst ever quit?
That's all we are going. We need to go. We go to like areas like the house. Yeah, I told you to get like this here.
Worst ever.
Bro, he's dead to it. What are you at, bro? Bro, I was dead because oh my god. Well, thank you too.
Chris, come here. I got something for you. Since you already have one. I have two of them. Where'd it go? It's over here, I think. I had two of those big, big med. Where the fuck did it go? Or did you pick that one up? There was two big med kits. Never mind. Ah! We gotta go, we gotta go! Ready? Oh, hell yeah. Mark, where are you going? Go to that big thing right here. To the left.
Alright, John, I got the ice cream that you told me to get.
You gotta eat dinner before you go eating ice cream, man.
Dinner's not even done yet, though.
Exactly. Oh, these niggas got planes. Oh, they show where the team people are? Oh, that's badass. We just about eliminated everybody. Come on, y'all. Let's stick together. Right now. Bonery. That's our people. Let them ride. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hurry, 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 hurry. Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, it was.
It is 7-3. Holy crap. Look at all these drops, dude. It started raining. Look at all these drops. There's 7-Eleven everywhere. Oh. Yeah! Ow! Buff status buck was a mass destruction. Slapping these is my direction. What's playing? Me and you, thanks.
This is only
The season is mayhem. Time now for 3 and out. Tua Tagovailoa is getting healthy.
Tua.
I feel great. You know, it's been a process of trying to fully recover. Everything's been going good up to this point, I believe, but you know, we're just going to continue to take it a day at a time with treatment, with rehab. You know, I think I should be able to be 100%, hopefully by next week, Monday.
Just riding a scooter. He had surgery. You believe he's going to be 100% next week?
No, I think the Ten Commandments frown on lying. I don't think the NCAA has any penalties. Listen, I've had a high ankle sprain, and every guy's different, but those are easily set back if you step on somebody's foot. So I'll believe it when I see it.
I think he will be 100% ready to go based off of the rehab schedule, the doctors, the athletic training staff. It will be, if it gets re-injured, that you need to be more worried about.
All right, that's in the national semifinal. A slightly lesser game, but just as important to the guys. The XL Frisco Bowl. It's Ohio and San Diego State tonight. Who you got?
Oh, Nathan Rourke and that group at Ohio is so well coached, but they're going to be out-skilled in this matchup. I don't like the athletic matchup. I go San Diego State.
Their season's kind of...
I know they suffered some injuries, but I'm going to stick with the Aztecs on this.
Yeah, normally, see, this is a stout Aztec defense against a really good offense for Ohio. But I think I've got to go with Ohio here.
Really?
Yeah, I do, just because I just do.
You worried about San Diego State's injuries?
Maybe. Let's get to a heartwarming story from the National Signing Day.
I brought Kingsley out here today because he's inspired me a lot through the torn ACL process. He taught me that the only disability is a bad attitude, and if he can come around every day with this big old smile on, I can do it just the same. So without further ado, I told Kingsley I'd announce it to him before I told anyone else. So I'm going to tell him, and then I'll let him announce to y'all. Hey guys, it's Derek.
That's awesome. Cooper Dawson out of South Carolina commits to Syracuse as his buddy Kingsley Feynman. Make the announcement. He's got cerebral palsy. Awesome. Great job there. Congrats to all the commitment. I just want to tell everybody, we got your tweets. We did. I got them. I got not as much, but many. Yeah, we got plenty of tweets. Don't worry, guys. We've heard that Peterman has a job. He's actually sat down at our desk. Yeah. The news that we were like quietly praying for. It was 16 straight tweets in my mentions saying that the Peterman had gotten a job. Tell me we ain't made him famous.
We did as much for Nathan Peterman as he did for us, I think it's safe to say.
I don't know. I still have a job.
Well, now,
Guess what? There we go. My bad. First name is Anthony Davis. Yesterday, LeBron James told Dave McMillan that the Lakers trade for Anthony Davis, quote, would be amazing. That would be incredible. Pablo, take it.
It's real, man. This is real. LeBron James and the Boston Celtics, they want Anthony Davis very badly. And LeBron James is removing any illusion that this is a guy that he sort of maybe wants. No, he wants him, and guess what, teammates? You're the price, right? Because there are those 4 young guys, and 3 or 4 of them, I'd give them all away for 18.
Yeah, well, here's my thing on this one. The quote, pretty benign. Everybody in the league would think it would be amazing if they could get Anthony Davis. In fact, the only people in the league who wouldn't think an Anthony Davis trade would be amazing would be guys like Drew Holiday, Philip Moore. The dude stopped playing for the Pelicans after he's gone. But you mentioned those 4 young guys. Which one of them might be a superstar? Because as things look, the answer is no. They will be very good NBA players. It's possible that they will be all-stars. Which of them is going to come anywhere near being Anthony Davis? Like, I don't know if I'd give them all away, but ain't a single one of them I demand that I keep.
Well, the answer to the question you pose is, who's not? And that's sort of the strongest endorsement I could give, but this is going to be a race because the Boston Celtics cannot currently trade for Anthony Davis because they have their designated supermax guy that they traded for already in Kyrie Irving. The Lakers have this window where they're the only team with all of those assets that can acquire him. But what people should realize, though, is that the Celtics are counting on Anthony Davis wanting to play with Kyrie Irving. Internally around that team, they are counting on the fact that they became friends through the Team USA system, that Kyrie Irving refers to them as brothers. Here is some footage of them being brotherly in July at Team USA stuff over the summer. This is what's going to happen. LeBron, Kyrie in a race for the love of that uniform.
Well, so I feel like the question is, if you're Anthony Davis, do you want to play with Kyrie more than you want to live in Los Angeles? For me, Kyrie ain't nowhere near cool enough for me to make that choice, right? And I'm not here to say what his preferences are or anything else, right? But that may be what it is. But look, Magic Johnson, he knew this. His job to come in and not just get LeBron, but get LeBron and another. Yep. This is the best other that you can get. The Celtics currently hamstrung because they have Kyrie on the designated player contract. You can't make trades to get 2 of those guys. So they can't do that or consider making a trade there until after Kyrie has signed an extension, maybe. Right, but let's think about this for a second. For the Pelicans, they can't just trade them. Like right now, they're 12th in the West. But there's like a couple games out of being in the playoffs. This is a market that can barely support an NBA team as it is. They've got the superstar. They can't just put a stamp on it. They just can't.
I feel terrible for them because they know what's happening and they want it to not happen. But guess what? Damn it. Nathan Peterman. Because today, Bomani Jones, this day in our year of our Lord 2018, Adam Schefter has reported the Raiders have signed the Peterman. Are you surprised we're here with this news? I told you. Did I not tell you? Told me America had told you that he would get another job. And to be fair to the Peterman, you look out in these streets and see some of the other cats that's getting jobs. There's no reason for you to think that you should not get a job. Not even if since last season you are last in QBR for quarterbacks with a minimum 100 attempts. Last in yards per attempt, 49th in completion percentage, and second to last in off-target percentage. That is a sample of 52. John Gruden loves him. John Gruden fell in love with him in the draft, and apparently that love persisted. John Gruden is the Peter Stan. He is the guy who was ahead of everybody on even caring about this human being. And by the way, the other guys who must be super excited about Derek Carr having a backup named the Peterman is Derek Carr. Like, I feel like Derek Carr was also in the office being like, no, ignore this footage. You, John Gruden, my coach, my president, were right when you did your QB camp, because this is what that sounded like. Yo, he's gassed about this. He loves this dude.
Yeah, multiple degrees. You're obviously a very accurate passer. One of the things that I'm just trying to point out is we can call any play we want to.
Yes, sir.
I don't know that just any quarterback in America can pull this off. You guys
Yeah.
Hey, Kelvin Benjamin.
Hey! Oh, the future! The prophecy!
You can't do any better than this. They want to look at 10 grown men and tell them where to go and what to do.
The problem is, it seemed like when the Peterman was out there, he wasn't telling 10-year-old men what to do. He was telling 21-grown men what to do, because the defense seemed to know they was always right there to catch it. Kelvin Benjamin notably connected with Nathan Peterman with one touchdown on that story's resume. But, oh, man, like, we are here, and, like, I don't want to do this thing where I just mention Colin Kaepernick, and, you know, everyone expects that, but Colin Kaepernick, like, anyone. Well, here's where it gets interesting about Kaepernick, and why I do think it's legitimate to discuss him in this contest, because, of course, he's a better quarterback than Peterman. But Mark Davis had either Tommy Smith or John Carlos, I don't remember which one, like the Al Davis torch one time. Like, this is not a man that seems to have some principled objection to what it is that Kaepernick is talking about. But he still can't even get a job there, right? Like, this is, we call all these guys the exhibits in the Colin Kaepernick suit. That's where this is. This dude, the Peterman, the one thing I'll give him is, he had 27 touchdowns and 7 interceptions his senior year as a kid, right? Like, is there some mental block? Like, he gotten out there and just been petrified because the passes he's throwing, it looks like when you're playing rookie or Madden and you're controlling the defense against a quarterback as bad as Peterman. Yes, Peterman has been unemployed for 5 long weeks. That's all it took. He got workouts with the Bucks. He got workouts with the Lions. Dude, teams are bringing him in and kicking the tires, even though we've seen those tires get kicked all the way to the curb. So both Jameis Winston and Ryan Fitzpatrick get to be like, so what you're trying to say. Right? Like, he's like us, except we throw touchdowns too. If our long-running David Winston Ryan Fitzpatrick was ended with Nathan Peterman taking the job and winning it. Oh, goodness. All right, man. Gruden, one more name. Kyrie Irving. This dude once said that the earth was flat, and then he was asked about the response to Steph Curry down the moon landing. What did he say?
It's not fair at times. Obviously, we're not as educated as in terms of schooling, in terms of knowledge going to schools, these universities, everyone, a 4-year degree in marketing or business or history or anything like that. So there's so many higher things in the totem pole of society that matter to human beings. But hey, Steph Curry says that he didn't believe in the moon. It's the thing all over. It's on CNN. And they say we're just jocks, we're just athletes, but it's on your channel. So, you know what I mean? Like, we're that, but you don't want us to be that. So whoever you is, then I don't know what that motivates.
Pablo, what did you just say? I think he was implying, though, at one point something valid, which is, maybe you guys shouldn't listen to us when we talk about stuff we know nothing about. And I think that's reasonable. But we're not talking about his theories of, like, Mesopotamia. We're not talking about his theories on mathematical equations. What did he say, Cole? He said the freaking Earth is flat. This has nothing to do with your level of collegiate education. Well before you went to high school, right? You went to middle school, right? Right. What's the other one? Elementary? Yes. You did kindergarten, pre-K, and presumably passed some exams to demonstrate some level of proficiency to allow you to get to the next step. Now, I do agree with him on this. We just sit around and we wait for one of these cats to say something stupid, and then we bring it out here, and then we pounce on it. He is right. That is totally unfair. Sure. But you're not going to get me in my empathy and get me to understand why it is that I shouldn't rail on you for saying something like the world is flat. Because unlike Kyrie, Steph at least came out and was like, dude, I was kidding, right? How you interviewing an astronaut afterwards? Yes, he seems to be very transparently apologetic. But tell me this, how do you think Steph feels? Hearing Kyrie being like, you act like we're just some jocks, we're not really that educated. Steph is like, dude, I went to Davidson for 3 years. I had to get into Davidson to go to Davidson. Speak for yourself, partner. Steph is like, who is we? I gave a conspiracy about a moon landing, which we all can agree, like, not great. But again, the world being flat is not a matter of academic rigor. Let me ask you this, because I know we're not like everybody, but I also know we're not alone. What will Kyrie Irving have to do for us to not have high up in the first paragraph, this dude thinks the world is flat? Well, that should be a stigma, right? This is a thing that will follow you, and it must to the top. Right. He sounded like T.I. trying to use all those big words, except T.I. knows what more for men. Coming up next, is Carmelo Anthony going to the Warriors?
Download the High Noon podcast for Mommy's too, and mine. Not Pablo's, though, because he doesn't have one, loser.
Everyone knows that every drop of Jameson is distilled 3 times, and they know why. Jameson. Taste. That's why.
The Works axis is more tools for more tasks. Push the button and easily pivot from jigsaw to reciprocating to knock out any project. And swap the blades to keep cutting with our tool-free blade change system. Work smarter, not harder, with the Works axis.
This thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love,
This holiday, give the gift of Peloton.
How did you know? I could never find a great jacket that fit well and could carry everything I wanted. That's when I found Scotty Vest. Scotty Vest is the only jacket you'll ever need.
They took a classic well-made jacket and packed it with thoughtfully designed features. Scotty Vest is made with strategically designed pockets. They comfortably hold all my gear without weighing me down.
It's super lightweight, so it feels great when I wear it on a hike.
And the comfortable fabric keeps me warm, even in the winter.
The strategically placed pockets hold everything I need. It's like it was designed just for me.
When I'm wearing my Scotty Vest, I feel ready for anything. Ready for work, ready for travel, ready for adventure.
Scotty Vest, featuring weather-resistant fabrics, styles for all seasons, and high-capacity pockets that carry everything you need. Visit ScottyVest.com today and get 20% off with code TV20.
I'll shoot you an estimate as soon as I get back to the office. Hey, I can help you do that right now. That's right.
Right.
Yep, I'm the all-in-one management software built for small business. That's right.
Help me with scheduling?
Sure thing. Up top. That's right.
Payments?
That's right.
Promotions?
That's right.
Email marketing?
Almost there. Hold on. Wait for it. That's right.
Manage my customer list?
Can do, will do. That's right.
Post on social media?
Hashtag. That's right, my friend.
Get your free 7-day trial today.
December 29th is the Saturday of all Saturdays. First, it's Dabo's dominant defense versus the resurgent Irish. Then you got Saban and the Tide versus the explosive Sooners. 2 can't-miss playoff semifinals. Saturday, December 29th on ESPN.
Christmas Mondays are made for Monday Night Football. Broncos Raiders, Monday at 8:15 on ESPN.
Here at Bob Evans, we're celebrating Christmas all season long with 12 home-style meals that warm you inside and out. Choose from classics on our breakfast, lunch, and dinner menus to help you celebrate the season.
Or I'm shutting it off. I'm not going through this again, man.
$7.99. Or our early bird breakfast at $4.99. Satisfy your holiday hunger with us, because here on the farm, we celebrate Christmas one delicious meal at a time.
Bob Evans, down on the farm.
Your new career is just down the road.
Benefits of being a truck driver for me, getting home every night, seeing my family and stuff, much like.
Okay, now why is the MVP? Whoa!
Sir, do not curse me today. Just like your mama. How about that?
No, I don't even know what old buddy said, but how about that? I know what that means. That's just to let you know I ain't always been on the city council. Used to be a time I come out there and holler at you. Could there be some BOFA legislation, perhaps? You never know. Honey Question coming up next.
Welcome to another highly questionable, that's redundant. This is Sarah Spain. She's not redundant. What do you like on the show today, Sarah?
The return of Nathan Peterman.
Oh, no. Oh, no. 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 Holly Poppy.
Are you here for the Raiders signing Nathan Peterman?
I know that Nathan Peterman is a bit of a laughing stock. It is not a joke that Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady would have to throw 1,000 consecutive interceptions. It sounds like a joke. It's a statistical fact. 1,000 straight interceptions to have the turnover rate that this guy has. But John Gruden has always loved this dude. It's one of the things that has made me make fun of John Gruden and Nathan Peterman. But Gruden has always thought this dude can play. And if you're working in a salary cap league where you got to win in the margin, you got to be smarter than the other guy, then what you have to do is replace Derek Carr at $25 million for a valuable quarterback. What he's got to do is find a valuable quarterback. This ain't it.
I was going to say, even if you're working in the margins, I still don't think you happen upon Nate Peterman in there somewhere. This guy is terrible, and yes, I am all in because this experiment in Oakland has gone so badly so far that the number of games they've lost is the least of their concerns. They have nowhere to play. They're getting sued for their name and their logo. Bringing in Nathan Peterman is about the most perfect way to put a cherry on top of this poop Sunday I could ever imagine, and it's exactly what they did.
I mean, think about that for a second, though. If I were to say in fiction, who is the quarterback that they can get? Maybe Mark Sanchez is in the discussion, but Nathan Peterman is about as funny as you can go.
On a poop Sunday, can you eat around the poop?
It's all food. There's a cherry on top.
Cherry, yeah.
Sure, there would be ice cream.
You have to be very careful. Please be
You
careful.
could maybe eat the cherry off the top, but you'd have to wash it off first. Because it was touching the food.
Oh, it is no fun. Why the extra work? I'd rather just get in there and eat around the food.
That's right.
All right, let's go on to the next question. Look at what the Raiders have done to us. Look at what Nathan Peterman has done to us.
Gruden!
You can say cherry was dipped in chocolate. You never know. Oh, Jerry Daniels bloke last night is most sign of LeBron's decline.
I mean, this question is ridiculous. Look at Poppy. It's a ridiculous question that at least was also on First Take about 6 hours ago. Ridiculously, when you consider that LeBron James last night against the Nets, and he lost, and we are obligated by contract to talk about everything LeBron does. We quantify all this stuff now, so this is the 1,850th dunk attempt by LeBron James, and it's only the 9th time that anyone has blocked the shot. And what I want to do is interview 9 of those players and ask them, hey, how did you manage to do that? Not because of the block. A ref didn't call anything because he's got more times than that's happened, but the ref bails him out.
Yeah, the best part of this is, first of all, Alan, who said, listen, I'm going to end up on a highlight either way. Either I'm getting dunked on or I'm at least giving it a shot. So that's the approach you have to take, and it ended up good for him. Secondly, LeBron needed to just say, hey, man, he got me. Yeah, because I'm one of the greatest of all time, and it's totally fine if someone just blocks me once. And instead he was like, well, he's in his 20s, and I'm in my 30s, and it takes me a while to warm up, and just own it. You're amazing. You got blocked. It happens.
Well, I found out my new
favorite player. You know what I mean? That's the guy I'm going to root for from now. You know what I mean?
That's it. What is his name?
Right now.
What is his name?
That's
You remember his name?
Jared Allen. Woo! I got him. Should Penny Hardaway let it go?
Oh, we've got a legitimate controversy between Memphis and Tennessee. That's got to be a rivalry now that Penny Hardaway is there and he's getting recruits. It's between flopping and fighting. Tennessee says that Memphis was flopping. Penny Hardaway says, I don't even know what that word means. We're about to show you what that word means in a second. We'll get to the flopping in a second. But Penny was saying that Tennessee was looking for a fight here. You can see here that Tennessee is coming over and there's a scuffle, or not even a scuffle. What is this? What a skirmish?
A stare down with no intent to
An agree to disagree. It's an agree to disagree. It's not very high on the level of kerfuffles, but Penny's not having it, and he's not having being called a flopper. He said the Tennessee players came over to the bench with their fists balled up. We didn't see evidence of that. Do you have the Penny sound, though, going after Rick Barnes after Rick Barnes made fun of him?
I don't know who Rick Barnes thinks I am, but I'm not a dude that likes to just, mess around about anything. I just call it how I see it, no matter how he's trying to make things seem. And I think it's kind of like low class on how he's trying to downgrade my guys for flopping and all that. Man, come on, give me a break. I'm going to stay respectful as long as I have to, but Rick Barnes is doing a little bit too much. He really is.
You left out the most important part, but we did have him saying, I don't know if he knows what kind of man I am. He's doing too much. And he punctuated it with a, get the bleep out of here, Rick Barnes. So if this is the way the Penny Hardaway tenure is going to go, all in. Even if he's totally wrong.
The producers didn't even show you the worst of the flops. There was a flop in there, but it wasn't the worst flop of the night. Penny Hardaway says he does not know what the word means. This right here is what the word means. That's it right there. There it is. That's amazing. That's like somebody pulled back in a superhero movie by some sort of wire.
Yes.
What is that? That's unbelievable.
Someone on Tennessee has like a handful of ice.
I'm going to go ahead and say that you should know the meaning of the word flop because that's the worst one I've ever seen.
I know a guy who should play for Memphis.
What do you got here, Poppy?
There we go. That's it. All right. That's
this guy. There it is.
Right here. Look at him. He's holding. He's holding right there.
Get a hold of your life. Are you kidding me? I have not seen this one.
You haven't seen this? You haven't seen this one? My father just called him the king. The king. Bigger than Elvis. I'm flopping.
He sold it to everybody right there. Convince everybody. Should the Lakers break up their young core to go after Anthony Davis?
I didn't know we were contractually obligated to 2 LeBron stories after he loses to the Nets. But here's the second one. Before that game, he was asked, Anthony Davis, can you see him in your uniform? And he just said that would be incredible. That would be amazing. Duh, it's that kind of obvious. If I were the Lakers, never mind about the young core, I'd turn my roster over to Anthony Davis's team of people, his agent, whatever you're going to do here to make a mess. And I say, take anyone you want in exchange for this guy. Any pairing you want, you can have. We want to build around LeBron James, and then Anthony Davis is going to keep him young.
I don't think a lot of people will argue with you there, Dan, that Anthony Davis and LeBron James together is the goal for the Lakers. And ever since he signed with Clutch Sports, who's also LeBron's agent, who LeBron may or may not sort of be secretly running behind the scenes, it seems more likely. The only problem is that the Pelicans still have the rights to Anthony Davis. He can make $70 million more with him, and they don't have any reason to send away the biggest star in their orbit and potentially lose the team, not only for any potential fans, but to Seattle. If they lose Anthony Davis and get a bunch of guys that could be good down the line, the fans are going to come even less.
I don't know what Anthony Davis wants. He is excellent at what he does, but I don't feel like we as sports fans really know this guy. If what he wants with money, he stays where he is. But if he wants anything else, anything at all, other than money, there's no reason for him to stay there.
Although he could go somewhere like Boston. If he tries to pull a Kyrie Irving and says to the Pelicans, I'm not going to stay here, trade me, they don't have to trade him where he wants to go, and he could end up somewhere other than with LeBron and the Lakers. It's up to the Pelicans to decide how much of a future they want to have if they're willing to give up this guy.
Ring, ring, ring. Hello? Oh, Melo. Yeah, Melo. Yes, Melo. Yeah? You
que pueden hasta John Anthony. Anthony Davis, Carmelo Anthony. I let them know, Melo, you got a point there. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you got a point there. You know, both they got Anthony's in their neck, you know.
That's right, Bobby. That's the joke, right? You explained it. You made the joke. It was funny. No, I do realize it, right? It was an Anthony joke. It was, get it?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
You didn't like it too much.
No, it was good the first time. The explanations I could have done without it.
Coming up next on my Son Stevie show, John Sin. Yes, John, can you teach me how to make a good poker face?
It's not what one does with an education.
Joining us on the beach today, John Sin.
John Sin has a raging feud with this woman right here. Doesn't want her around. He won the 2018 World Series of Poker. Let's talk to him, but just the guys. Along your path, how many people who care about you were like, you're gambling too much, you need to stop doing this, poker's the subject?
You know, I think outside of all of my friends that I met in poker, had those thoughts at one point or another, especially in the beginning. It wasn't an easy transition, that's for sure.
Well, tell me about it though. Like, who was in your ear the most? Like, what are you doing? This isn't sustainable. It's not smart. It's not prudent. It's not what one does with an education.
Right. I think my parents took it the toughest. I actually didn't tell them for the first 6 months that I was playing poker, because I just knew that they would be so devastated about it. And it was tough. It made it tough not having their support. Every conversation would be about, you know, when I was going to quit poker, go back to work, and whatnot. But eventually they came around.
Well, let's go. When did they come around? It's easy to come around now. When did they come around?
You know, I think they fully came around 2 years ago when I made the other deep run in the main event, when I got 11th and got some TV time.
Was there any time along the path where you said to yourself, I have a problem here. Maybe I have a problem. Maybe I need to doubt this a little bit too, because this is all too big.
No, I don't think I ever hit that point. I've definitely hit different points in my career of going bust, and it was tough, but I never thought that I made the wrong decision.
So how early on did you know this is what you wanted to be? When did you discover that this was for you as a career?
You know, I always thought that I could make more money playing poker than having a normal job, but always, you know, wanted to go that route because I always thought that poker would be there and that I would only have, you know, 1 or 2 chances at going the poker route. So, I mean, there was always a part of me that wanted to switch over to poker. And I think, you know, when I made the decision to quit my job and go poker full time, I think that's, you know, when I really knew that that's what I wanted to do.
Did you have any unusual facility for numbers when you were younger? Any stories that would suggest that you gravitated toward math and the kind of things that you need to be good at in poker?
I think when I was younger, I had a business-oriented mind. I was always trying to sell things and, you know, trade things to optimize my value. So in that sense, I always, you know, tried to maximize my situations, which is, I think, the important skill to have in poker.
How young were you though? Like, what? Tell me something about that. You were trading things as a youngster. You were pulling off trading.
Yeah, I remember even as, you know, being like 5 years old, I remember trading coins with my sister and you know, always having always getting the better part of the deal.
She was the sucker.
She was the sucker. I got her. I got her good.
So give us some of the stories, not necessarily her, but one time in your youth where you got away with something along those lines, where you made a trade that was only advantageous to you and you're like, I'm going to be a poker player because this is what I want to do to people.
You know, I didn't discover poker until I was in high school. So in my youth, when I was making some of these deals, whether I was, you know, selling cup noodles at my school or something, you know, poker wasn't a thought back then. But I always had an entrepreneurial mind where I wanted to work for myself
Tell me about the cup of noodles scam you were running. I want to hear the details. What were you doing there? Were you buying something cheap and selling it very expensively?
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a lot of markup on it. I used to go to a boarding school, an all-boys boarding school, where, you know, we didn't have access to a lot of things. So every time I would come back from break, I would have, you know, a few boxes of cup noodles that I would sell to some of my friends.
What was the markup? What was the? Tell me about how much were you earning there, ripping off your friends through this cup of noodles scam you were running?
I think I was, you know, charging a couple bucks per noodle. I don't remember exactly what the profit margins were, but back then, to me, it was a ton of money. And I had my, you know, my mom paid for all the cup noodles too. So for me, it was all marked up.
Oh, and she was wondering why you're not gaining weight, right? Is she wondering why does he love the noodles so much, or was she in on the scam? Was she an accomplice?
No, I don't think she had any idea I was selling the noodles, but yeah, I was chubby enough to begin with.
My father wants a crack at you. He says you're not as good at poker as he is, that he will crush you, he will club you. He admitted off air that that's what would happen. Poppy, what do you got for him?
Yes, John, can you teach me how to make a good poker face?
Teach you how to make a good poker face. I think that's good. I think you nailed it right there. Just make sure, no matter what you have, make sure that's the face that you go to.
How about do I wear shades?
You can wear shades, but I think you're good. I think you're a natural.
What does he have? What does he have there other than fat fingers?
I can't read it. I don't know.
He's dropping. Thank you for being on with us. We appreciate it.
Gracias, John. Gracias.
Thank you, guys.
Do you question these other dog ownership companies?
Was that does not seem to be the case with this?
Do you question these other dog ownership companies' technique?
Okay, we got a dog owner who is watching a dog. That could be tricky, and the dog does not like to be washed. That does not seem to be the case with this particular dog. This dog is here for thank you for watching. I'm just going to close the show thinking it was ending. It is adorable. Look how happy he is. You should all do that. That's true. That's true. That's the dog in the shower himself. There we go. That's it. You got nothing on me. That's right. I am so much cleaner than you, and I'm a wreck. He's really self-sufficient, this guy. I have never made myself that thoroughly.
Time to play the game that is getting them a lump of gold for Christmas. See? Oh no.
Really, guys? The teleprompter is spelled C-O-L-E. You tell us what's on television tonight. We'll tell you for it too.
R&B Elite Class, Warriors, and Jazz.
Clay Thompson could be a little, what, Dixie, Spacey. He is really good. That's more positive. Mario Lopez, not all kind of negative. Pejorative, really. But here he is being unique.
It's great. Both of them are great. And we're getting out pushing the pace. That's what our best.
I don't mean to be a person of the moment, but that is the single worst guideline that you ever thought about doing these two. Sarah, are you intrigued?
We all work well here that I will be those points and God have mercy.
Crazy how bad that was. How bored is he? Of course, there's other sentences. They never make sense. He's looking for cliches, couldn't find them properly. You intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very cheap. Listen, people think he had it rough, you know, because they have to work hard. You know, what you do, they face Ricky Rubio tonight. He's a real deal.
I don't think you said that right. I don't think you said that right.
No, he said Ricky Rubio.
Mucho mejor. Mucho mejor.
Oh, I got it now.
December 28th on Wii TV. Extreme Love.
I need more information on this. I know my father was talking about this show before we started taping today, except he was calling it Extreme Blood, which is a totally different show. Different things happen on that one. This is Extreme Love.
They're going to be in love.
We all want someone to love.
There you are.
We did have instant chemistry. It's awesome. But you've never seen love like this before.
Age play makes us stronger as a couple.
Daly and I have always been polyamorous. Vampires are
Eye-opening. Outrageous.
I'm wired towards older women.
Proving there's always someone for everyone.
This is the woman of my dreams.
Hi. Something.
Love you, Vanilla.
Sexy. Extreme Love. You've never seen love like this before.
No.
Okay, I haven't asked you yet. It's my turn. You're very aggressive with this. There were 4 things there I liked. I'm not going to tell you which one. Sarah, are you intrigued?
No.
Okay, you mentioned that. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, you know, I mean, I'm very intrigued about that show because there is always a hat for every head, you know what I mean? And you can find somebody like that, you know, in the middle stack, you know what I mean? I'm telling you something, very, there's always a hat for every head, you know? So that's it, don't bet her off, you know?
Okay, I don't know what that means at the end, but okay, I'll bet you.
Love is love is love.
That's all the time will happen today. Thank you for watching.
So remember, everybody, there's a hat for every head. You will not be lonely forever.
There's even a hat for your giant head, you know?
I mean, there is true. Oh, wow, she found that very funny. A little too funny, I might add. Sarah won't be here tomorrow. Sarah won't be here tomorrow.
Number of dunks LeBron James has gone up for in his career. We have the numbers. 1,850. Last night, the 9th block. My question is it more impressive to block LeBron James or bang your head on the bottom of the backboard like Zion did? Yates, Ice, Shaw, Payne. Let's go. He blocked the pass.
I blocked him twice. I hope I hate banging my head into the girls.
Nets 115, Lakers 110. We can talk about the block. We can talk about Jared Dudley getting minutes and buckets and still in the league. Or we can talk about this piece of news on LeBron on Anthony Davis. I think we'll start with AD and then we'll get to the block and we'll say it in a second. In an interview with Dave McMenamin, LeBron indicated he thinks Anthony Davis as a Laker would be amazing. Quote, "It would be amazing. Like dogs." End quote. Greg Isola, what is LeBron saying here, and why is LeBron saying this here?
Well, it's interesting. The worst kept secret is that the Lakers want Anthony Davis. The fact that LeBron is acknowledging it, and we know that LeBron just doesn't say things to throw it out there. And here's the thing about the Lakers. They could make a deal with New Orleans before July 1st if Boston's not involved. But once July 1st comes around, then Boston, with all their assets, can get involved. LeBron, he knows how old he is. He knows what's on that roster. He wants to win.
So he's saying, trade away all these young players I have around me right now and give me Anthony Davis?
In a roundabout way, he is.
In a roundabout way. I want the full way here. Go ahead, Clifton Yates. If he's saying in a roundabout way,
that's what I don't understand. If everything he says has so much meaning, why is he putting this out there at this particular time? The whole point of LeBron coming there was to be with these young guys, teach them how to win, and make sure that this franchise gets back on track. If you're going to give them all away for Anthony Davis, what's the point? You just got through getting dump trucked by the Wizards on the road. You lose to the Nets. This is not the time for this, in my opinion, for LeBron. I don't understand why he chose to entertain this question.
All right, he was asked by David McMenamin, and the Lakers are playing the Pelicans later this week. Tim Calico, how about you?
You know, I have a different problem with this, and I don't have a problem with LeBron answering the question he was asked about. That's nice that he does that. But I just think of it, if you think of other sports, managers, coaches, GMs, they can't talk about players under contract. NBA players are so powerful, especially somebody like LeBron, whose agent is going to be tied to Anthony Davis, that when he and a few others speak about this stuff, it kind of detracts from what's going on in the season, and it always gets people thinking about next season. And I would rather enjoy what's going on now and worry about Anthony Davis.
Okay, so you want to sprinkle a tampering charge on LeBron? Is that what you're saying? Even though
I want a new tampering rule, and we'll start with LeBron.
Okay. Woody Page, how about you?
Yeah, that's going to happen, Tim. It really is. I would just first of all like to say I'd like to see him in New Orleans.
and they can offer him $70 million more than anybody else when he does the Supermax contract. And I think those people there watching basketball have suffered long enough that they should have the right to have Anthony Davis up until the last moment if he wants to go somewhere else. But if he's going to go somewhere, it should be Los Angeles. I mean, imagine the selling point. Remember Magic and Kareem? Remember Shaq and Kobe? And you could be the new third kind of person like that with LeBron James. So I think that, in fact, they have a better asset possibility than a number of younger players that they can offer New Orleans that could help rebuild.
Is anybody with Woody there?
I think that's the place for them to
that
go.
the Lakers have more to offer than the Celtics? Clint Yates, want to answer that?
Absolutely not. The Celtics have picks. The Celtics have better young players than the Lakers. And once again, who are you going to play with if you get rid of everybody on the Lakers just to bring in Anthony Davis? I'm not understanding the math here as to why this would make sense for Los
You don't even think it would make sense for Los Angeles to try to get Davis here? I mean, the league
it would be nice, but what you're giving up for the purposes of why you have LeBron there to begin with doesn't make sense. Play with the guys you have now. Let it work out the way you want to get to begin with. Adding this on doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think Frank made a key point. He did it kind of quietly. He didn't do it very emphatically. But that the Celtics can't do anything till July. LeBron knows that. LeBron's like, let's go do something now or in the spring before Boston can unleash, the hounds and all the draft picks and players they've got.
Frank, you heard Woody say LA can offer more than Boston for Anthony Davis. How did that strike you?
I like how emphatically repeated it. Clinton and Woody both happen to be wrong. Yes, they can get more from the Celtics, absolutely, in terms of picks and players. But come on, if you can get a chance to play with LeBron, I'm going to start a team with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. I'll fill in around those guys. I think I'll be okay.
What I said.
Is there anybody who, I mean, everything, all this is predicated on Davis wanting to leave at some point. Has there been any sign that he's going to leave? It seems like as the years have gone by, he's been happy in New Orleans. Shouldn't he be happy in New Orleans, Frank?
Should be. Well, he should be, and what will happen is over the summer they'll offer him the max extension like they talked about, and if he turns it down, then it'll set into motion him being traded, and that's why, I agree with Clinton here, Boston has more to offer in terms of picks and younger
I didn't even think that was a question. Okay, but Woody made the argument, Woody, that the Lakers have more to offer. Let's talk about the block now. Let's talk about last night. Everybody gets blocked now and then in the NBA, and maybe your job is to make too much of a block. But for LeBron, the 9th time in 1,850 attempts that he was redirected at the rim, and after it was mushed, it went back into the left, LeBron afterwards, I want to get your take on this thing. It takes a while to get warmed up. I'm in my 30s, he's in his 20s. How do you hear that?
Yeah, that's the sentiment that I'm sure Woody can, really relate to in this show. It takes a while to get warmed up to the A blocks. But what I'm saying is this: show a little bit more deference to a guy who made a great play. Of those 9 blocks, not all of them are blocks. Some of them are just, shots defended. This one, Allen actually risked life and limb. He almost broke his wrist on that. I love this play. Everything else around LeBron is a big love fest. Show some love to the guy who actually got a block down on him. This was a great play, and I thought he would have been a little bit more congratulatory.
I love what Ian Eagle said on the broadcast. He said the king denied by the pro. Here's the thing about LeBron. He's really the first superstar of the social media era, so he knows exactly how this is going to play out. Give Jared Allen a lot of credit, because to be a great shot blocker, whether you're Mutombo, Alonzo Mourning, Tim Duncan, you have to be willing to challenge guys, and he's challenging the best finisher at the rim all time. He got it.
I don't think LeBron can ever enjoy being embarrassed, even if this is kind of just one play in the course of a game. I don't think it's something he can ever just say, "Oh, that was cool. I got blocked by some guy I've never heard of." I don't think you can go with
Woody. Does LeBron have to admit he got here?
No, not at all. I don't know anybody on this panel that likes to admit they've been embarrassed and humiliated on this show. So why would he even want to talk about it? I'm much more interested in the other dunk in the Duke-Princeton game. I think 10 years from now, when Williamson's one of the best NBA players, and Llewellyn, who got slammed there, when he's the CEO of a major company, they're going to get together and say, "Remember that night when you
thought the Zion block was better?" Does anybody agree with Woody there, Clinton Yates?
No, it was a pass. That thing wasn't anywhere close to going in, and there were 2 guys there. He just happened to hit his head up against the backboard. How
about you?
It was an errant play.
Well, with all due respect to the player, this is LeBron James we're talking about. He got caught. End of story.
I like making that kind of effort against a Princeton player when you don't have to. I respect what Zion is doing.
All right, we'll move on. Professional bowlers. Let's talk about the Pro Bowl. The list and the snubs and the fact that nobody gets snubbed because half these guys are going to pull out for injury or for the Super Bowl anyway. But it's fun to talk about, so let's do it. Specifically quarterback. Rodgers and Goff in, and we spent half the shows for the last month grooming those guys. Tom Brady in for the 14th time over Andrew Luck. Some thought that was the biggest snub. You can start there, Tim. Is that right?
I think the quarterback snubs are bad. Andrew Luck is a great story, even if he didn't have the stats he had, the touchdown passes, everything else he's done to have his team in playoff contention. Brady hasn't played that well. His team has lost 5 times on the road. He's not going to go to the game anyway. So, I mean, I think Luck should have been the pick. And, you know, Aaron Rodgers has to be a little bit responsible for 5-8-1. Russell Wilson is almost solely responsible for the Seahawks being alive as the top wild card team. Russell Wilson should be the
so Luck over Brady for you. Wilson over Aaron Rodgers as well. Paige, how's that strike you?
Tim, I would be surprised if Russell Wilson and Andrew Luck are the starters of the Pro Bowl. Because you know as well, Roger, 38 players are not going to go anyway. But I told you a couple of weeks ago, Tone, that not only would Andrew Luck be the unanimous comeback player of the year, he's got a great chance to be the MVP, too. Who was the last person to do that? Peyton Manning, when he came back from 4 neck surgery. So I think he deserved to be there. He was overlooked, and yet I think he'll be in the game. Regardless, we have this discussion every year, and it turns out everybody gets to get in it anyway. They'll say, well, yeah.
Yeah, that's why this is so unfortunate, because it's always a popularity contest anyway. And this is the one year you actually had a reasonable case to keep both Rodgers and Brady out, and they still both make it. It just shows that the Pro Bowl still a joke, still not in Hawaii, nobody cares, and it's always just kind of a bit of a, I don't know, a celebratory participation trophy at the end of the season that for some guys gets some extra money.
I saw that.
This is an anti-Tom Brady program. It really is. Right now, they have the 3rd best record in the AFC. They're going to win the division again. He's playing well. Andrew Luck is fighting to get into the playoffs. He was on a team that got shut out on the road. I agree about Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's be it. You want to put Tom Brady? You think that Tom Brady is somehow being gifted into the Pro Bowl? Come on.
Okay. All right, Kalisha.
Yes. I know why Frank has to be impressed that somebody's winning a division that has the New York Jets, Buffalo, and Miami in it. That's such a feat to win that division. You know, I stand corrected.
All right, anybody else want to nominate somebody who they thought was snubbed and should be in the game? Go ahead, Woody.
Justin Tucker is maybe the greatest field goal kicker of all time. He had 1 missed extra point this year, and they don't put him in there.
Hey, so you're riding for the kicker. Quiz in the 8th, I think you already told us how you feel
I'm riding for a punter. Trent Williams, the best player on Washington's football team. He deserves to be in the Pro Bowl, 0 touchbacks this year. The guy is a beast.
Tim, do we have any players who play the majority of the plays?
Colts linebacker Darius Jackson is a rookie who leads the NFL in tackles. He's got 7 sacks. He's had a great...
Let's get the name right, and then we can highlight him. And Isola.
What did it say?
Alvin Kamara, 16 combined touchdowns, receiving and rushing. He plays for the best team in the NFC.
So you have Kamara in, and you're going to take out one of the running backs. Who are you taking out?
I love Saquon Barkley. Look at the record of that team.
You know, I'm in New York. A lot of New York fans are celebrating Saquon Barkley in the Pro Bowl. Like, well, he's in the Pro Bowl. That proves why he deserves to be picked number 2. Then you look at what Denver has, and Lindsey going to the Pro Bowl. He was an undrafted free agent. All right, taking a break right here by ourselves.
Fight for the combine.
Yeah, I know. He was undrafted, and he made the Pro Bowl.
Around the Horn is brought to you by PlayStation VR.
Introducing Add-on Advantage, a new way to save on travel. Now, when you book a flight, you unlock discounts on select hotels that you can add on to your trip up until the day you leave. Add-on Advantage. Only when you book with Expedia.
Critics and audiences are cheering for the absolute best Transformers movie ever.
A movie? Is there anyone that can help you? Oh, me.
Bumblebee is the perfect blend of action, heart, and humor.
Back that thing down now!
It's not just a great Transformers movie. It's a great movie, period.
That was insane.
And now it's 97% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Well, Bumblebee, tomorrow, rated PG-13.
This week at Target, save on hundreds of last-minute gifts. Save on electronics. Save on appliances. Save on beauty. Stores open till 10 p.m. Christmas Eve. Only at Target.
Attention, anyone on Medicare.
If you suffer from back or knee pain and you are on Medicare, listen closely. If you answered yes to having back pain or knee pain and you're on Medicare, you may be eligible for a pain-relieving back brace or knee brace covered by Medicare. At little to absolutely no cost to you. Call 800-630-2164 right now to see if you qualify. These professional-grade back braces are ideal for lower back pain, rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, and other painful back problems. Our medical-grade durable knee braces are designed for those with osteoarthritis and general knee pain and weakness. Call 800-630-2164 now, and we'll handle all of the Medicare paperwork. Plus, your brace will be shipped directly to your home for free. To see if you qualify for one of these amazing pain-relieving braces covered by Medicare, call the American Back and Knee Center at 800-630-2164. That's 800-630-2164. 800-630-2164.
Compete, because the competition won't stop. They're coming stronger, faster, longer than ever. True contenders don't play around.
Man up, check. Chest out, check. Chin up, check. Discipline, check. Listening, check.
Think you can hang?
Check.
Prove it.
I go down on my knees and I start to pray till the tears run down from my eyes. Lord, somebody, ooh, somebody, can anybody find me? Somebody to love.
Alexa, play Queen on Amazon Music.
Somebody to love.
Hey, let's say I want to sell my car, but I'm kind of about that. Well, it's more like a not it's like a are you sure it's not it's like a cross between and
Oh, well, I've got good news. CarMax will buy your car even if you don't buy one from them.
Hey. Okay.
Where you going?
No, yeah.
Thought we were making noises.
Because when you really want to be there, but you can't. At Cognizant, we're helping today's leading media companies create more immersive ways to experience entertainment with new digital systems and technologies. Get ready, because we're helping leading companies lead with digital.